Hey, folks, it is the Nutty Knife Guy. This might be a little rushed, seem a little rushed, because it is. That's better. So I'm going to cut to the chase. Today I'm going to bring you the much requested Kubey Sicario. By much requested, two of you asked me. So, there's that. There she is. This is D2 steel, G10 scales. The G10 is thick, and so is the knife. There's the spine. The G10 has some contour. From here down, it gets thinner. And of course, when I start filming, somebody else can deal with it. Sorry about that. See? The universe hates me. That thing hadn't rung all day. The minute I press the film button, there it goes. Anyway, as I was saying, it's contoured, which makes it fit the hand nicely. Thumb ramp and jimping are in just the right place. The jimping is just right. It gives you purchase without being sharp and irritating. I don't know how much hair I have on my arms, and I don't know if you'll be able to see it even if I get hair off of them. Can you see that? Sticking to the blade. I don't have particularly hairy arms. But anyway, so I like the knife. It feels good. I do have some concerns about these being sharp over these edges being a little too sharp. Not really sharp, but have a not contoured enough, I guess what we'll call them on that. Might not be a problem. I'm a little concerned about that over prolonged use. But right now it feels really good in the hand. Nice handling qualities, good balance as far as I can tell so far. And we have jimping here, which all fits into the palm, the edge of the hand here to lock it into the hand, and also it is very comfortable in reverse grip. And also it's just let's look at this. I'm thinking this is going to be really general purpose knife. I have not posted this yet, but because of the shape of the blade, it just seemed to me that it's one of these things that will do almost anything. I did carve up a tomato with it, and this would actually make a decent food prep knife. I didn't think to film it when I was carving tomatoes. Does anybody film themselves carving tomatoes? Anyway, so there's that. You can take it out to the war post and see how she does. I will probably do the wrap up out there in the interest of time because we get people coming over. Just the thought of it. Anyway, gonna get it out to the war post as soon as I can here, and then we'll be off to the races. Okay, there's going to be added here because I forgot to talk about the sheath before I went out to the war post. Because rushed and that stupid phone caused a distraction. The sheath is excellent. Here comes that click. Not quite as good as the tops, but you get that Kydex click. Greatest sound in the world. The attachments are nice. The belt loop works fine. It's, you can rig it to carry horizontal or anything. It's got all kinds of things. If you want to take the loop off altogether and just use some other kind of lasting like zip ties, my beloved zip ties, you can do that. Excellent retention, no rattle, excellent sheath, no complaints. Now, of course, yes. Okay, quiet all day. I go to film, and I get that. Universe hates me when I'm trying to film. Arg. Okay. See how she drops. Okay, that's a nice drop. Pretty good bite. A little wobbly there, but still has a decent bite. Nice straight. And when it's straight, it bites quite well. Some down hardwood throws. Hardwood, not hardwood. Downward, not hardwood. Hardwood, new word. Okay. Really good bite. Excellent bite. Okay, while it's in there that deep, we'll do the pry. And we'll do the stabby. Okay, good. Okay. You can see where it left a little mark on the chair. I mean, on the knife from the chair. But no tip damage at all. Okay. It's a war post with the Kubey Sicario. And of course, somebody's mowing their friggin' lawn. Well, that pretty much speaks for itself. I got myself nice and wet. And there's not enough water in there for the stabbing rip. That should help. So I'll hold it and rip out. Okay, this is a tea bottle. It's a little bit thicker, I think, than a milk bottle. Not quite as thick as the detergent bottles I like to use, but my detergent, I've got a great big huge detergent bottle and it's not empty yet. As you can see, that was one cut. So I'm going to classify that as not too shabby. Let's go to the war post. Now I got the handle wet and it's still quite grippy. Okay, the handle is still quite nice. It doesn't have any hot spots that I can discern. Stays in the hand well. And this is one of those knives you don't really appreciate until you get up and move around and do some footwork with it. And I do try to move around with the knife. Any knothead can flail with his arms, but moving your body with the knife, that's a whole different thing when it comes to handling a knife, and especially fighting with a knife. You don't want to stand still when you're fighting. Okay, some hard wax. And you can see chips flying. Do some my sewing machine thrust here. Okay, this satin finish on here isn't even scratched. I got a little gunk on it, which bugs me, so I'm going to get rid of it. Not even any scratches on the finish. Point's pristine, and so is the edge. So, and again, I don't know if you'd be able to see this even if I get hair off of here. But it is taking off hair pretty nicely. I really got to go out in the woods and find some sticks for some feather sticking tests, but I mean, you can. This old piece of wood probably isn't the best demonstration, but it definitely works for that. You can see. As for vampire deterrent, works quite well for that. This is carving is quite nice. So it's got good edge retention. We'll go down and I'll wrap up. Okay, folks. The Kubey Sicario past the war post, and it's just a little dirty. I got to clean it up. But you can see it was taking chunks out of the war post, and I think that I got the previous victim's detergent bottles that I haven't thrown away yet. This is just an excellent knife. When it comes to handling qualities, I actually prefer this over the Tops Dawn Warrior that I reviewed the last time. Now, I'm not saying that Tops won't last longer, that it's not better materials. I'm not saying that Tops is necessarily a better knife, or that this is as good a knife as a Tops, but honestly, it might be as good as a Tops. Tops are made in America, great American labor, more power to the American labor for getting as much money as they can, but I think this would probably cost as much as a Tops if it were made in the United States. But from sheer handling qualities, just moving with the knife, I prefer this over the Tops Dawn Warrior. I will do, probably, if I remember to do it and get around to it, I will likely do an outright comparison between this and the Tops Dawn Warrior, because they're very similar. But if I just had to pick a favorite now, a little gunk on the blade, you know how it is. You know how you guys know how it is. Stuff will drive you crazy. But anyway, if I had to pick the best knife, my preferred knife overall, I like this better than the Dawn Warrior. Just like as I said, the way it feels in the hand, the way it moves. Also, it gets a lot of points for being able to cap it comfortably in reverse grip. Doesn't have one of those stupid friggin' icebreakers or those really sharp lanyard holes. And as I said, the sheath is excellent. It's nice and thick Kydex. It's not flimsy, and they didn't skip on the belt loop. Multiple carry configurations here. The only thing that might bug people, if you carry it horizontally on your belt, if you do it that way, the loop is offset. That I wouldn't like, but I carry horizontally, so that doesn't bother me. Now, you could conceivably like this. I found this out just now, because I had this in my pocket, going from place to place because I was carrying my normal rotation for the day on my belt. I carried this around on my belt for a long time and we're fine. But I've just found out that you could put this in your pocket and kind of use these things to snag the lip of your pocket and just carry this fixed blade in your pocket. Matter of fact, I'll get on to how that works now that that notion has occurred to me. I am going to take my EDC pocket knife out of my pocket for this test. Now it goes all the way in my pocket, and of course I have big pockets, but it goes all the way to the pockets, and I don't think you can, let's see, turn you around here so I can back up a little bit. You can't really see it in your pocket, and you can, at least I can reach into these pockets, snag the loop when it's configured this way, and out comes the knife. And that's actually pretty handy. I believe Scab likes to carry fixed blades in his pocket. Now, he doesn't dress, of course he doesn't dress the same way I do. He's not the fashion plate I am. But, I mean, this is very doable, and it doesn't take any particular amount of skill. Do it one more time here, just for the sake of thoroughness. So yeah, you can just, now it comes. So if you're carrying this for personal protection knife, and you have big deep pockets, it'll work just fine for that. Now, I looked it up, and if my research is correct, Sicario means hitman. So you have to think that this was primarily made as a personal protection implement. But honestly, because of this blade shape, outstanding trail knife. It's of the right size and the right shape. You can skin with it. You'd be able to skin with it. You'd be able to process wood with it. And just anything you needed to do. And honestly, Hitman might just be marketing. The Sicario thing might just be marketing since that movie was so popular. I'm suppressing a sneeze, folks. As it turns out, unsuccessfully. Professional cinematography. But I give the Sicario very high marks. I definitely recommend it. I think I paid $65 for this. I just was on Amazon last night and saw it for $42. Go grab it. If I could, I'd go grab another one, but I just spent $100 on a knife. And then $30 on a knife. And then $10 on a training knife. Okay, anyway, that's that. And I will leave you with my usual admonishment to draw your knives only in just purpose. Sheathe them, Kydex click, only with honor. And remember that without knives, life would be dull and pointless. Please like, share, and subscribe. That really helps me out. It feeds the almighty YouTube algorithm. All hail the algorithm. And having completed another shoddy, very unprofessional, constantly interrupted video, I bid you goodbye.